Kane with another hat-trick this past weekend as Bayern ran riot over Dortmund in the Klassiker, of course. But are they top of the table? We're going to find out. I'm going to find out next. That's right, folks, Pam's Game in a predictive video. Today we're taking a look at Matchday number 11, of course, over in the Bundesliga, and we'll get to that in just 1 second. If you're new, where you been, smash your subscribe button, back to all things Rovers related, Bundesliga related, world football related, in a bloody basement. Of course, we are trying to keep up to date with our prediction videos, of course, but we are doing it a little bit with limited resources, of course. We'll get into all of that in a second, of course. Big shout out to my VIPs. They are the patrons, of course. You know who you are. And again, if you're not subscribed, make sure you do so. A whopping 78% of you are not subscribed, and also make sure you bang the like, of course, getting the YouTube algorithm working for you guys. So we are going to be doing this show a little bit differently today, and I'll show you just what I'm talking about in about 1 second's time, of course. Anyway, let's get into it, of course, and have a look at how I got on and how you guys got on last time around as well. So here we go. On the screen there, of course, are my picks as well as some of the score lines from this past weekend. Of course, we do know Dortmund got tonked at home 4-0 in the end on that one. I actually predicted 4 goals in that game, but I went with a 2-2 draw in the end as well. Meanwhile, my boys picked up a 3-3 draw against Freiburg, Frankfurt with a big 3-0 win over Union Berlin, Bochum with a massive away win over Darmstadt as well. Leverkusen, again, continuing where they left off, 3-2 win as well. So lots of goals, lots of drama, but of course, the table pretty much looks just like this. It's as you were at the top with Bayern up there now, joining Leverkusen in a very, very tip at the top of the table. Crunch clash there. Dortmund taking a bit of a backward step, and of course, they're going down. We have Mainz, Köln also in a bit of trouble down there as well. Of course, that will all pan out very, very soon. Of course, as we look forward to match day number 11. Again, I can't give you a super update. We'll bring you bang up to date with all of that whenever we come back around from the international break. So that's that. Of course, these are the next round of games, and there's some absolute bangers to look forward to as well. So how are we going to do it this time? Usually I'll come up with a graphic, but we're doing it like this. We're going a little bit cheap. I'm going to cheapen it this week because I've got limited resources and I don't have the main file with me to do these predictions. So we're going to do it one by one as we go down there. Let me know if you prefer it this way or not, because if so, it might be the way we do it in the future. So let's get into it. Of course, match number 11 for you and I, if you don't know German like me. Of course, I'm looking forward to Borussia Mönchengladbach up against Wolfsburg, coming at Borussia Park. That's on Friday, the 10th of November. Now let's get into the deep end. Here we go. Played the 47 times in 1997. We got 14 wins for Gladbach, 22 wins for Wolfsburg, 11 draws, of course. Biggest win for Gladbach, 3-0 win. We got 59 goals in 47 matches, 1.26 goals a game for Gladbach. Meanwhile, 7-1 win, the biggest for Wolfsburg. They got 72 goals in 47 matches, 1.53 goals a game. Wolfsburg, 33% form for them right now. They are 2 wins of the last 6. They are 9th with 12 points on the board. Up against Gladbach, who are 11th with 10 points. However, just 1 defeat of the last 6. They're on 67% form for them right now. Last round, they're over at Borussia Park. It was a 2-0 win for Gladbach, who are unbeaten against Wolfsburg over the last 6, picking up a couple of wins and 4 draws. The odds right here right now for this game, we have 29-20 is your Gladbach, 13-5 is your draw, 70-10 is your away win here. I'm backing, of course, my boys here, Mönchengladbach, 2-1 win at home. Of course, the form book suggests it. The bookies may not, though, but I'm backing my boys to continue where they left off. Next up, we have Bayern up against Heidenheim. Of course, this could be a bit of a cricket score once again. Heading into the international break, Harry Kane is the top goal scorer, and he, of course, got a third hat-trick already in Bayern colours. These two sides have just played each other once in 2019. It was in the DFB Pokal. We'll talk about that shortly. Bayern, though, committed on, of course, 83% form for them right now. Just 1 defeat in the past 6. They are second in the table with 26 points on the board as of recording. Meanwhile, Heidenheim down to 14th. Just 1 win and 6 for them. A bit of a struggle as well. That one and only game was a quarter-final match in the DFB Pokal where Bayern came out on top 5-4, 9-goal thriller. Goodness gracious me, of course. Bayern with that 4-0 win over Dortmund. Of course, Heidenheim out of the cup already, as are Bayern. Both sides are out of the DFB Pokal after a terrible week, midweek. But the odds for this one, we have 16-1 on is your Bayern here, 14-1 is your draw, and 18-1 is your long shot. It's going to be a cricket score, going 4-0 win for Bayern here. Could be more than that, could even be doubled, because Harry Kane is on a mission to get goals. Augsburg up against Hoffenheim coming at you on Saturday, November the 11th as well. Now, these two sides played each other 36 times since 2003. We've got 12 wins for Augsburg, 19 wins for Hoffenheim. We've got 5 draws, of course. Biggest win for Augsburg, 3-0 win. We've got 44 goals in 36 matches, 1.22 goals a game. Hoffenheim, though, on the flip side, their biggest win, 4-0 win. We've got 64 goals in 36 matches, 1.78 goals a game. Hoffenheim, 2 wins in the last 6, 33% for them right now. They are 6th ish as of recording. 18th points on the board right now. Up against Augsburg, unbeaten in the last 3, 58% form for them over the last 6. They are 10th with 12 points on the board as of recording. Last time around, they're over in Augsburg at the WWK Arena. It was a 1-0 win for Augsburg back in February 2023. Augsburg picking up a draw against Köln most recently. Hoffenheim with the loss against Leverkusen, a narrow loss, but it is a loss. 31-20 is your host here, 5-2 is your 8-5 is your long shots. I'm back in Hoffenheim to bounce back, 2-1 win for them, and remain in the mix for Europa League spots. Next up we have Stuttgart against Dortmund. Wow, that's a game to look forward to. It is, of course, over in the Mercedes-Benz Arena. Played each other 60 times in 1992. We've got 16 wins for Stuttgart, 29 wins for Dortmund, 15 draws, of course. Biggest win for Stuttgart, 5-1 win. We've got 77 goals in 60 matches, 1.28 goals a game. Dortmund, though, biggest win for them, 5-0 win. They got 116 goals in 60 matches, 1.93 goals a game. Just a one defeat, though, in the last 6 for Dortmund, 75% form for them right now. 4th in the table, 21 points on the board as of recording. Stuttgart, though, 5 wins in the last 6, 83% form for them right now. 3rd in the table and 21 points on the board as well. Last time around over at the Mercedes-Benz Arena, it was a 3-3 draw back in April 2023. Dortmund unbeaten against Stuttgart over the last 5, picking up 4 wins and that 1 draw. Of course, Dortmund against Newcastle this week in the Champions League. Of course, Stuttgart still in the cup, as are Dortmund still in the cup as well, with wins, both of them winning 1-0 this past weekend as well. The odds for this game, though, the Zinger, 8-5 is your Stuttgart, 11-4 is the draw, 20-20 is your away win. I'm back in a 2-2 draw here, another draw between these two sides. I think Stuttgart would be happy with that one as they keep themselves in the mix for Champions League. Next up we have Darmstadt up against Mainz, of course, coming at you over at Darmstadt. Play each other 8 times in 2010. We've got 3 wins for Darmstadt, 4 wins for Mainz, 1 draw. Of course, biggest win for Darmstadt, 4-1 win. We've got 13 goals in 8 matches, 1.63 goals a game. Up against Mainz, biggest win, 2-0 win. They've also got 13 goals in 8 matches, 1.63 goals a game on average. Mainz, though, just 1 win in 6, 33% form for them right now. 17th in the table, 6 points on the board. Up against Darmstadt, 15th in the table and 7 points on the board. 3 defeats on the spin for them. Of course, Mainz haven't won in the last 10 matches. Last round, they're over at Darmstadt. It was a 2-1 win for Darmstadt back in March 2017. It's been a while, guys. Of course, Darmstadt losing to Bochum most recently. Mainz with a big 2-0 win over Leipzig. Wow. Of course, but the odds right here, right now, we have Darmstadt 9-5 for the victory, 5-2 is your 11-8 is your Mainz. Can Mainz turn it around here? Don't think so. Going to go with a 1-0 win. The hosts get back to winning ways for them as well. Bochum up against Köln, coming at you on Samstag, November the 11th. Of course, now these two sides have played each other 35 times since 1992. We've got 12 wins for Bochum, we've got 17 wins for Köln, and we've got 6 draws, of course. Biggest win for Bochum, 4-0 win. We've got 44 goals in 35 matches, 1.26 goals a game. Köln, though, 3-0 win, their biggest, 5-2 goals, 52 goals scored in 35 games, 1.49 goals a game on average. Just 1 win in 6 for Köln right now. They are 25% form. They are 18th with 5 points on them. Up against Bochum, just 1 win in 6. However, back-to-back games without a loss, 33% form for them right now, 13th at the table and 8 points on the board as well. Last time around, over in Bochum, it was a 1-1 draw back in September 2022. Bochum with a 2-1 win over Darmstadt. Köln with a draw against Augsburg most recently. But the odds here, we have 13-10 is your Bochum, 12-5 is your draw, and 2-1 is your away win. Back in a 2-1 win, Köln on the road, 3 points in the bag, and getting away from those drop zones. Leverkusen up against Union Berlin. That's next on my docket here on Sunday, November the 12th. Of course, both sides in Champions League action this week. Played each other 11 times. Did I say Champions League? I meant European action this week. That's right. Of course, played each other 11 times in 2003. We've got 6 wins for Leverkusen and 1 win for Union Berlin. 4 draws, of course. Biggest win for Leverkusen, 5-0 win. We've got 26 goals scored in 11 matches, 2.36 goals a game. Up against Union Berlin, biggest win. Their only win was a 1-0 win. They got 9 goals in 11 games, 0.82 goals a game. Without a win in I don't even know how much. At least 6 games with a 6-game losing streak for Union Berlin. They're on 0% form, 16th in the table and 6 points on the board. Up against Leverkusen, at least 6 wins on the bounce, of course, 100% form. They are top of the table and looking A-OK right now. However, last time around in Leverkusen, it was a 5-0 win. Goodness gracious me, of course, Union Berlin back-to-back games now without scoring a goal against Leverkusen. In fact, they haven't won against them in at least the last 5 games. But Leverkusen have only won once at the last 6. That was that 5-0 win. Of course, 4 draws at the last 5 between them. Of course, the odds right here, right now, we're looking at by Leverkusen 4-1 on for the victory, 5-1 is draw, 9-1 is, of course, your long shots. They ain't going to win, are they? It's going to be a 3-0 win, of course. Leverkusen with the 3 points and remaining where they, of course, they are to the top of the table. Heading into the break. So, of course, we have Werder Bremen up against Eintracht Frankfurt. Frankie are in action at the Wasserstadion. Played the 49 times since 1992. Got 18 wins for Bremen, 18 wins for Frankie, 13 draws, of course. Biggest win for Bremen, 5-0 win. We've got 71 goals in 49 matches, 1.45 goals a game. Up against Frankie, biggest win for them, 3-0 win. We've got 66 goals in 49 matches, 1.35 goals a game. Frankie, without actually 5 unbeaten run of 5 games, picking up 4 wins out of those last 5, 75% form for them as well. 7th in the table and 17 points on the board. Up against Werder Bremen, 2 wins in the last 6th here, down to 12th, 9 points on the board, 33% form for them heading into this as well. Last time around, over at the Wasserstadion, it was a 4-3 win, 7-goal thriller it was back in August 2022. Frankie did the double over Bremen last time around. Of course, the odds here, we have Werder Bremen 15-8 for the victory, 23-10 is the draw, 7-5 is your away win here. We are backing Frankie again, 2-1 winners on the road, 3 points in the bag, and of course moving the chains as well. And then we'll wrap it up. It is Leipzig, it is Freiburg. It's of course on Sunday, Sonntag, the 12th of November at the Red Bull Arena. Played that 18 times in 2015. We've got 10 wins for Leipzig, 4 for Freiburg, 4 draws of course as well. Biggest win for Leipzig, 5-1 win. We've got 41 goals in 18 matches, 2.28 goals a game. On the flip, Freiburg, biggest win, 3-0 win. They got 21 goals in 18 matches, 1.17 goals a game heading into this. They're on 42% form, Freiburg right now, with us 3 games without a win, 8th in the table and 14 points on the board. Up against Leipzig, back-to-back losses for them, 58% form for them. They are 5th in the table and 20 points on the board as well. Last time around, they're over at Red Bull Arena. 3-1 win it was for Leipzig back in November 2022. They've won 3 in the bouts, actually 4 in the bouts, of course. Unbeaten in the last 6 against Leipzig as well. The odds for this one, we have Leipzig 29 on for the victory. We do have a 50-4 is the draw, and 90-4 is your long shots on this one. We're back in, of course, a 3-0 comfortably done win for Leipzig on this one to remain where they are, pretty much in the heat there for European spots. That's my picks, of course. That completes the set. That's the link for the Super Bowl, which will bring you bang up to date next time around. That, of course, is my predictions right here, right now, and of course, Bayern putting a bit of pressure on Leverkusen heading into the international break. And that would be my table right there, out there, guys, as you were at the top of the table, and pretty much a very, very tight fight down there in the relegation spots. But that, my friends, would complete the pack as well. Make sure to give it some love and smash your likey, smash your subscribe as well. Whopping 78% of you are still unsubscribed, and make sure you can get the YouTube algorithm working for you by banging the like button. Of course, they'll get you other Bundesliga content, all that kind of good stuff. But until then, guys, subscribe, thumbs up. Catch you later when we come back from the international break. But until then, we're done.